Pipe bomb's here, baby. Pipe bomb's back. Star News, truly, Vince Masters. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm glad to be back. I am excited to be back. We got a good show going on today. I'm going to tell you all about my new show, which will be on a different channel, justin.tv.com. Wrestling analysis with yours truly, Vince Masters. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of big news coming to you live here tonight on YouTube, courtesy of the pipe bomber himself. I have so much news concerning, well, SummerSlam, the big one, WrestleMania, and of course a big surprise which I'm very excited about. I have the new WWE 13 updated roster for all you. So let me hear you say pipe bomb, pipe bomb, pipe bomb. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on. Let's get on with the show here right now. Here we go. Shannon Moore news. Well, he said he's done with Impact. In case people are wondering what happened to Shannon Moore, he's done with Impact. He's working on a project with his girl, so to speak. He says he's working on having a baby first, though, which is really cool. I'm glad to hear that. They posted that on Twitter. Good luck in all your future endeavors, Shannon Moore. I gotta say, I was a fan of you, and I hope that everything goes good for you in the future. Okay, moving on to Alberto Del Rio. I find this very interesting. In case people haven't noticed, Wade Barrett was supposed to win Money in the Bank last year before he got injured, and we both know what happened with that. We both know that it did not go the way that he wanted it to go. But as far as everything goes now, Alberto Del Rio I'm thinking that he may win Money in the Bank if Wade Barrett is not back in time. Only because, well, just because he's on a poster doesn't mean he's gonna win the belt. You know what I mean? Like right now, he's in the title picture with Sheamus. So if he wins the title, I'll be kind of surprised, I gotta say. But they did put him on the poster for Money in the Bank, which is the next pay-per-view, I believe, after this upcoming pay-per-view coming up, which is No Way Out. So I'm thinking he's gonna win the title this somehow, some way, or he's gonna be in Money in the Bank and win that possibly if Wade Barrett's not back by then, or they're just promoting him for the heck of it. I don't know. But that's just my whole intake on that. Well, anyway, let's go move on to Paul Heyman news here. In case people haven't noticed, he has been on Twittering some stuff that does make a lot of sense, and I gotta agree with him on all this. So here we go. Paul Heyman said that the new stars of the new generation need to step up, and not only did they need to step up, but they need to stand up also. They need to stand up also because it's not about, and this is the part I very agree with because I stand by this fully 100%, because I think of it this way. It's not about backstabbing, kissing ass, or it's not even about, trying to stay on top. It is about that, but the way I see it is like this, and putting it into his own words. He says that, take a look at Stone Cold. He didn't do anything like that. He just took an opportunity, made it his, and he became the biggest star in the Attitude Era and of all time, in my view. So the way I see it is, yeah, these young stars need to stop being so nice and sucking up to their friends and take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to them and get in there and get what's theirs. You know what I mean? Like, you need to get the titles, get the belts, beat everybody to become whatever they need to become. I mean, look at Daniel Bryan, for example. I'm going to put this in there. Look at Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, who were never even supposed to be in the WWE, who were local stars at first. These two guys have scratched their way to the top to become their biggest stars ever, which is they were world champion, WWE champion. CM Punk is still the WWE champion. But did you think that he just got it like that? No, he had to work for it. But you know what? He's there now, and he's the best, and he's been there before, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be there again. Just keep on working, and if you got stars, keep working, and you can do it too. So that's my whole intake on this. Now, Sin Cara, let's go over SmackDown results real fast, even though it's not really that important. But, we saw the return of Sin Cara, just like I said before. He already made his debut at a house show. He was there live. He defeated Heath Slater. You notice he's got some new colors now. A lot of people are speculating still that they want to see next year for WrestleMania Sin Cara against Rey Mysterio. So if Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio can stay on good tracking for once, then we will see them to be able to fight. We will see them to be able to get in there and get along. So let's see if that really does happen, and I hope it does because that's what I want to see. You know. And then we got Damian Shadow defeated Ezekiel Jackson. He's another new that big dude who he's been acting kind of like he reminds me of another Hunter Helmsley in a way. Then I wonder what they're gonna do with him in the future. His future looks bright so far. Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus. Good match between those two. In the end, Sheamus won, and I gotta give it up for Sheamus putting on a good matchup with him. Ryback. Ryback defeating two squash wrestlers again. My question is, when are they gonna actually put Ryback with two other people? You know what I mean? Like when they put Ryback with some hard case guys. You know what I mean? Like when are they gonna put him with that? Santino and Zack Ryder defeated Titus Young and Darian Young. That wasn't that good of a match. It was alright, I would say. CM Punk against Daniel Bryan versus Kane for No Way Out has been signed. I'm going to get into that in a little later. Cody Rhodes defeated Tyson Kidd. That was a squash match, and of course, is all due to the Intercontinental Championship. And CM Punk versus Kane ended in no contest because of Daniel Bryan. And in case those who have not been following the storyline as of late, I could tell you right now that I already saw this match coming. I didn't think WWE was going to do it, but I guess they went along and did it anyway. This is going to be the oddest, in my opinion, the oddest triple threat match I've ever going to probably see since since Austin, RVD, and Chris Benoit at King of the Ring, I believe it was. Or was it Jericho? It was one of those two, but it was a very odd triple threat. And this one's going to be odd, too, because you got CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, two technical wrestlers who are just, you know what I mean, who are just being that good against a big red monster. Kane was just more powerful than both together, so it's going to be weird to see. Also, stop wrestling. Stop it. Go over there. Go. I'm trying to do a show and you guys are making noise. Go over there. Hey, toys. Sorry about that. Too much wreckage. Well, now we got Slammiversary pay-per-view coming up in a few months, or actually another week. It's going to be Bobby Roode versus Sting for the TNA title. I knew that was coming already after Sting already defeated him. That match was just, how I say this, Bobby Roode versus Sting for the title was just, I don't know how to say this. It's going to be a classic, I would say, but I think this time, and I mean this time for real, since the Slammiversary is the biggest pay-per-view of them all, I really do think Roode's going to lose the title to Sting. And another match added, but it's not put on there yet for some odd reason. Austin Aries against Samoa Joe. It's not on there yet. It's not on there yet, and that matchup is probably going to end up happening later on, I'm guessing. Also, there's going to be a tag match, Robbie E and Robbie T versus Devon and Garrett Bischoff. That's pretty strange to me. I think it could be a decent match. Kazarian and Daniels versus Kurt Angle and AJ Styles. That's what I said. Okay? Stay here. Stay nice. I'm wrestling, okay? Lorenzo, yes, go and play in the room. You're gonna play. Yes. Lorenzo, come on. Get toys in here. Stay here. Okay, I bring your toys here. That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I am very sorry about this interruption. That's what happens when you have kids. So excuse me for that. Also, where was I? Okay, Joseph Parks will take on Bully Ray in a street fight. That's gonna be an odd, dumb match. I think it's gonna make the return of Abyss probably right there. Tag Team Championship on the line. Kazarian and Daniels versus Kurt Angle and AJ Styles is gonna happen. That's gonna be good. Tag team matchup. I can't wait to see that. I think I'm predicting Kurt Angle and AJ Styles may become new tag team champions. By the way, yep. That's just my take on everything. Also, so that's what the match they have right now as far as Slammiversary goes. I wish I was going, but I'm thinking I might possibly go to Bound for Glory because nobody ever wants to go to a TNA pay-per-view. It's like all they want to do is go to WWE. I mean, yeah, WWE's the big one, but TNA's got some stars too that I really would like to meet, like Sting and Hogan. So I might just end up going on myself, like I always do. But you know what? I always have fun because I'm the pipe bomber every time I go. Also, Brooke Hogan, and there's a very positive reaction from the TNA show that was going live this week, but the problem was they had very low numbers apparently, which is kind of shocking to me. I thought they would get better going live than they would when they do tapes, but apparently that is not the thing. They have a lower rating than they had a bigger rating of. And the positive reaction for Brooke getting TNA, she's saying that basically everybody's saying that she had a very good positive reaction, but she's not going to be wrestling at TNA events. So in case all you people think that she's going to be wrestling at TNA events, you got another thing coming. She's not going to be wrestling. Also, big news on Orton's suspension. The reason why he was suspension, it was, well, this is simple. This is why Cena was added to the SmackDown tapings because of Orton's suspensions. Apparently, he's tested positive for marijuana. Can you believe that? Doing the whole smoking the marijuana again. That happens a lot in wrestling. It seems like everybody wants to smoke and ruin themselves. But, personally, a lot of people do it. And those people, that's fine with them. But me, I have something against that. I don't do any of that. Yes, I drink. I never smoked in my life. Never did any crack in my life. No marijuana. And apparently he's also done with, he was also positive for a steroid named, can't even pronounce it, Danabol is Dinabol, and he got a $2,500 fine for smoking marijuana, but then they found out he was doing that, so it's an anabolic steroid used by bodybuilders. So there you go. Basically, that means that probably Randy Orton's not going to get a push when he comes back. He might be held down, possibly, I'm thinking, because of the fact of him being the way that he messed up on things right there again, messing up his shots. I don't know what Triple H is going to think of him now, so who knows what they're going to do with him when he comes back, but he probably won't get a title shot for a while. He probably was right there, too, but then he screwed up, so see what happens. But Randy's my friend on Facebook, so he is cool. He got back to me on messages, so I'm sticking up for the guy. I hope that he does good in the future, and I hope that his career goes good. Also, WWE is currently considering the idea of unifying the Intercontinental and United States titles. Can you believe that? There's no talks on plans for WWE Championship and the World title to be unified, but that is going to be unified. And my whole thing on that is that I don't fully agree on the whole thing, but I agree somewhat. I would say that unifying the Intercontinental United States title is okay, I guess, because then they can get one title match out of the way, but it really depends how they make the belt, too, if they're going to unify it. I mean, they're going to have to make a new title, probably. I'm thinking that's what they're going to do. Should be kind of interesting to see. So, we'll see what comes out on top of that, though. Also, my Raw recap, I got to say, I'm supporting Punk's loss was not surprising. My Raw recap, though, is that Raw has been down because look at the way the matches have been. I mean, the matches have just been hilarious in a way. Look at Alberto Del Rio versus Santino. That was a bunch of crap. No offense, but I thought that match was like boring. And Cena wasn't there. Not that I don't like Cena, but Cena does bring in the ratings. Let's be honest, for people. And also, well, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan's match lost, surprisingly, lost voters. You know, people will watch. So that's why Raw rating was down this week. But you know what? I gotta say it's gonna be back up in no time. That's just my prediction. So hopefully it will be. Okay, now let's hurry up. I got too much time. Kurt Angle on Twitter revealed retirement age, says he would not wrestle past 46 years old. Good man right there. I got to give Kurt Angle credit. Angle is not going to try to be one of those flabby guys who keep wrestling. No offense to Ric Flair and everybody who keep doing it, but you don't want to look like that. Now, we're getting to the big news here. WrestleMania news. WrestleMania plans. Sources are saying that Lesnar and The Undertaker will happen at WrestleMania 29 instead of The Rock and Lesnar. Or Rock and Cena will most likely happen if that match happens. So it can go either way right now. But they're saying at this point it will be Undertaker versus Lesnar, which I'm looking forward to because those two have some personal means they got to get out of the way. The reason why they're doing this also because they want to go with Lesnar quitting storyline at this time because they could leave enough dates, which is smart by WWE. They could leave enough dates for him to actually do the event next year and to build a match between him and The Undertaker if they go along with that. So there you go. Also, WWE officials have been so impressed with the recent CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan matches that there is talk about having Bryan travel on the road with the Raw crew so that the two can continue their wrestling events and fight. And they're thinking about adding a submission stipulation to their matches, which I think would be awesome because I think that they should have had a submission match at WrestleMania if they were going to go at WrestleMania or at a big pay-per-view like Survivor Series or anything. They should have a stipulation to their matches because they just do classic matches together and I like it. Anyway, back on another WWE superstar on suspension. Not only Randy Orton, but now Cody Rhodes apparently has suspension, but he has valid prescription for what he's taken, and he presented during a SmackDown taping, which prohibited him from stopping or being suspended because he already presented the thing. So there you go on that. Sources say for SummerSlam that CM Punk will face the Big Show this year, and I think that's a little boring. I think that match would be a crummy match, especially for the 25th anniversary. I think they could do much better for Punk. But then again, Punk is running out of people to work out with, I guess. So I gotta wonder if he's going to be able to defeat him. That's what I'm wondering. You know, to be able to defeat Big Show if it happens. Well, DX is also going to be returning on the 1000th episode of the Raw coming on. They're already doing advertisements for St. Louis, Missouri for it. That's big. DX return. Yes, Triple H. Michaels. Also, here's a stupid reason. I'm going to get into this in my wrestling analysis show later on, but I'm just going to touch a little bit about this right now. The reason why Cena and the reason why Cena and his wife are getting divorced is because they couldn't remodel the house. Now, how dumb is that? I don't like fucking Tauruses already, but I mean that is so fucking dumb. That's like some little kid shit. So they're getting the divorces because they couldn't come to an agreement on remodeling. Feed me another bullshit line. Seriously. Well, now the big news on WrestleMania. I mean, not WrestleMania. Sorry. WWE 13 roster. Here's confirmed for the WWE 13 roster. Here we go. Get ready for this. It's big. WrestleMania 13 roster. It confirms all the modern stars, all the attitude stars. Here we go. Who confirmed for Alberto Del Rio, Booker T, Brutus Clay, CM Punk, Jericho, Christian, Cody Rhodes, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Ipico, Heath Slater, Swagger, Jinder Mahal, Justin Gabriel, Kane, Kevin Nash, Kofi Kingston, Mark Henry, Primo, R-Truth, Rey Mysterio, Santino, Sheamus, Randy Orton, Great Khali, The Miz, The Rock, Undertaker, Zack Ryder, Alicia Fox, Eve, Bella Twins, Kelly, and Karma confirmed for this. Here's the Attitude Stars: Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Chris Jericho, New Age Outlaws, Road Warriors, X-Pac, Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon. How cool is that? Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Trish, Lita, Big Show, Kane, Davey Boy Smith, Bader, Mankind, Ken Shamrock, Godfather, and a big boss man, a celebrity player you can play with is Mike Tyson. Now, if there's anybody I missed, email me it. That is the show for tonight, and that is big. I don't care what anybody says for WWE 13. I am looking forward to it now more than I ever looked forward. That's going to be the best game ever. And by the way, I'm dominating. That's Word of Awesome on WWE 12 right now. I am a contender, defeated everybody. Well, this is the Pipe Bomber. Chris Masters going on board. I will see you guys next Sunday, if possible, or the week after that. Thank you very much. Later. And stay tuned for wrestling analysis on Justin.tv.